Hey everyone, I'm back from an extra review, and today we're doing a figure review. A FIguarts figure review. And so, just a little backstory. I've been interested in the SH FIguarts releases for a long time, especially the SH Monster Arts and now the Ultraman releases. I still want to pick up the original Ultraman and some other figures from that line. But it was always kind of out of my price range. Well, now I decided, you know what, it's time I get my SH FIguarts figure. And it was either going to be an Ultraman figure or a figure from this franchise, which it just happens to be. And yeah, so without further ado, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you might have seen this, which if you don't, I will post a link down in the description. If you guys want to follow me on there, you'll probably get some more regular updates as opposed to on YouTube. And if you guys looked at the title, you already know what we're looking at. So, yeah, today we are taking a look at SH FIguarts Kamen Rider Ichigo Sakurajima version. So, little history. Obviously, as you guys know, I am a big Kamen Rider fan. Really love the concept of Kamen Rider, especially the original show, which, for those of you that are not aware, the original show is available for streaming from Shout Factory. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I urge you to go check it out. Let Shout Factory know that you're glad that they're doing this, because from one of my sources, that's the main thing as to how they're going to gauge if they want to put out a Blu-ray of it. Personally, I'd love a Blu-ray of the original Kamen Rider. So go on there, stream it, let them know what you think so we can get more Kamen Rider. But on to Ichigo himself. Now, Takeshi Hongo, Kamen Rider Ichigo, the OG, the main man himself. Yeah, what else needs to be said? So I just picked this figure up from eBay, or not eBay, Amazon, sorry. This is the original version, not the redo, so it doesn't have exactly the right proportions, but it's Kamen Rider. You can't go wrong. So, yeah. So as far as the box goes, this is why I kind of waited to debox this, because it actually does have a pretty cool box design. I like the little, you've got the little drawing of Ichigo right there, the Toei logo, Kamen Rider logo, the Tamashii Nations and Bandai, and yeah, so you got all of his accessories right in there, and there's a little description of the line itself on the side. Another pose for Ichigo, and it just has SH FIguarts. Yeah, on the side again, it's basically like a wraparound of the whole front little bit there, and then on the back. So yeah, on the back we've got just some specs, all in Japanese basically, for the figure. Yeah. So. Yeah, really cool box design. I always did really dig the SH FIguarts box. Very nice if you just want to store it in the box. Now, obviously, box that I got is a little damaged, but no big deal. It's going to come out of the box anyway. But if you decide that you wanted to display this, or say you have one of the DBZ figures or one of the Ultraman figures, they seem very easy to display on the shelf without too much hassle. So yeah, without further ado, let's dig right into Ichigo himself. Okay, so now that we got him out of the box, it's time to take a deeper look into the figure itself. So we're going to start off with articulation on this one. So Ichigo actually boasts a fair amount of articulation, kind of standard for SH FIguarts. So he's got a ball jointed neck, which also has a cool movement where you can move it back or forward. So you can kind of have him looking downwards like that, or back and up if you want to. But yeah, it's kind of a neat joint. The shoulders are on a hinge joint, so it gives the shoulders a little bit more mobility. You got the arms themselves on a ball joint. The elbows on a double hinge joint, so you get really good mobility out of that. And the wrists are on a ball joint as well. The torso, his torso is divided into the upper torso, which is on a ball joint, the mid-torso, and as far as the legs go, he's got ball jointed legs so they can twist, move in and out. Yeah, the usual. He's also got double hinged knees, so you can get him into a decent rider kick pose. He's got a ball jointed foot, or ankle, sorry, and a hinged toe piece on his foot. Yeah. So yeah, Ichigo does come with quite a bit of mobility, which is good, especially if you want to do like figure modeling or figure photography. Really good for that. Really gives him a lot of posability, especially, like I said, for figure modeling. So if I can get him to stand back up, we'll move on to the accessories. Okay, so first up in accessories that we have is his shocker sword, which has really good detail, especially for it being such a small piece. Really the best part, and this is what I wanted to really show you guys, was the eagle head on the hilt. Really nicely detailed. Nice blade look to it. And yeah, not much to really talk about with it because, well, it's just a small piece of plastic. Now this next part, we have the flowing scarf. So Ichigo comes with two different scarves. I've got him posed right now with the draped scarf, which allows for it. I just picked it because it was more of a standing pose. This we get as a flowing one, so if he's doing like his rider kick, or if you have him posed on the cyclone bike, you can really give him a nice effect. I will give you a warning though. These are attached by a little ball joint on the neck, which very hard to get to. It's not so much for breaking the scarf itself, it's more for breaking his antenna, which are thin and very fragile. So I didn't break mine, but you do run the risk because this is very hard to get on initially. So yeah, just a word of warning. We also get the rider punch effect. So this would slip over his wrist, put the hand on, and then you get the effect that he's doing the rider punch. And he also comes with several pairs of hands. So we get two different kinds of karate chop hands: an open hand, a closed thumb karate chop hand. It's almost like a fist, but these are made for, it's like a fist shape, but these are actually made for grappling the effects. And also, if you have the cyclone bike, these can be used to make Ichigo hold on to the bike as well. And then we get like an open grappling hand as well. So that would be like if you wanted to have him hold something, or if you want to put him in like the pose similar to what I have him in right now, that would be what you could use these for. And we also get closed fists, which come standard with the figure. I changed mine out, obviously. So yeah, and now we'll take a look at Ichigo's detail. So the detail on this guy is absolutely fantastic, but that's kind of commonplace for Figuarts because they really do take the time to get down to every little last detail in the figure. Really the highlight for me of this is the bug eye effect. Yeah, I mean, you just look at the eyes and you can tell that it's the Kamen Rider bug eye look. So yeah, and then we've got the antenna. Around the back, we've got the little tuft of Ichigo's hair hanging down. The chest, which this is something that they changed with the re-release. They gave him texture along the chest, so it looks more like a suit. But honestly, not that big of a deal. So we've also got the folds like you would have on a suit. What I do really like about the gloves is that they gave the gloves the seamed look. And then we'll move down the torso to the henshin belt, which this is another one of the big areas for me that I'm really, really happy with. So you got the wind tunnel there. Very nicely textured and detailed. You got the cyclone control, the backwards belt buckle, and you got his back pattern, as well as the seamed legs, the boots, and what I also like about the boots is that you get the boot print on the bottom. So, yeah, overall, Ichigo is a fantastic figure. I would highly recommend him, especially if you're looking to get yourself a Kamen Rider figure, and you're a big fan of the original show. Get this guy. If you're just into SH FIguarts itself and looking to collect some more of their releases, also recommend getting this guy. And all across the board, I know some people aren't as fond or aren't as happy with the original releases of some of these figures. Personally, I don't see an issue with them. I'm really happy with mine. And yeah, so I'm going to give Ichigo a 5 out of 5. Great sculpt, great detail, great amount of articulation. Like I said, especially if you want to do figure sculpting, or not figure sculpting, figure photography or anything. He comes with a decent amount of accessories, and if you want to put in with other accessories, I'm sure that would be possible. But he comes with a good amount of stuff, and overall, it's just a very good figure. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my Facebook page in the link down below. So if you guys subscribe and you follow me on there, you'll get updates for some new purchases, and any upcoming videos that may be popping up. You'll most likely hear about it on my Facebook page before you see it on here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later.